When I first learned of this deal last year, I was very excited. To me, it represented a win-win-win. A win for Gent, the company, or the borrower in our case, for the school district that had a kind of a troubled asset in the building, and the city, who really could benefit from keeping an employer here and helping them grow. So anytime the county is asked to participate in that kind of deal, I'm excited about it. So thank you for letting us be a partner. So we invested $178,000 or so and leveraged lots of other sources to get the deal over $500,000. And when you do that, you spend county or your money efficiently. You realize the job growth and increase the tax base, which benefits the local community. And then you transform the former facility, bus facility, into its highest and best use, which generates tax revenue. And then the company, Gent, increases their own internal efficiency. When you see the connector, they don't have to be juggling guys on and women on one machine, another machine. It works much more efficiently for them. They can make more product, they can sell more product, and generate more profit. So we're thrilled to be here as part of this event. We celebrate the ribbon cutting and the opening of this facility, and we wish Gent and Mayor Wheelo and her community great success, and we look forward to the next time we get to partner. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Rich Gent.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rich Gent, and I am co-owner of Gent Machine along with my brother Adam. Before I get to the many thanks I have to offer, I would like to share a bit about Gent Machine Company. Gent Machine was founded in 1927 in my great-grandfather's barn in Richmond Heights. The company ran through the Depression, mostly through the hard work and sweat of my grandfather, Richard Sr. In 1941, at the start of World War II, Gent Machine was called upon to make firing pins and shells for the war effort. My grandfather purchased the land on the corner of Green and Glenridge Roads, next door to where we are now, built the building that Gent Machine occupies today. For the next 70 years, Gent Machine remained on this corner, run by Richard Sr. and then Richard Jr., my father, from 1977 until 2009. Gent Machine is a manufacturer of screw machine parts for various industries, including automotive, housing, hydraulic, industrial work holding, armament, and it's just a few. Up until 2010, Gent Machine employed between 15 to 20 employees on average. We sell to customers locally and throughout the United States and Mexico. In 2009, Adam and I purchased the company from our father. We knew that in order to be successful in manufacturing, we needed to grow and expand our capabilities. We quickly learned that 2009 was actually a great time to be in business if you were willing to hustle and tough it out. Many other companies were choosing to close their doors instead of struggling through the recession, so customers were searching for suppliers. In addition, with a weak dollar, work was coming back from offshore. Domestic companies were finding it easier to purchase from a local company that could provide product quickly with excellent quality at a competitive price. By early 2011, Adam and I noticed that if we continued on our current path, we were quickly going to run out of space. However, our options were limited as we had no room for expansion on our property. The thought of moving was daunting. We had a perfectly good facility, one that we had maintained for 70 years. So we ventured up to City Hall to talk with Economic Development Director Mike Love and Mayor Wheelo about the possibility of sharing the building next door to Gent Machine, the building we're in now, at the time the bus garage for the South Euclid School District. South Euclid owned the building and rented it to the schools. Without hesitation, Mayor Wheelo said she would help out in any way she could. After a few more months, Adam and I realized we needed the whole building in order to consider staying in South Euclid. But purchasing the building would mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in renovations. The old bus garage was indeed old. Like many other buildings in Cuyahoga County, it needed some serious updating. And to become a manufacturing facility, we needed three-phase electric, a loading dock, cranes to lift our material, just to name a few. This was going to cost a lot of money, and to me and Adam, it seemed as if staying in South Euclid might not be the way to go. After all, buildings in newer developed areas had all of our requirements. But to the credit of Mayor Wheelo, Mike Love, and the rest of the team, they offered solutions that worked for all parties involved. Mayor Wheelo offered to sell the building to Gent Machine on the condition that we give time to allow the schools to find a new home. And in order to make the necessary renovations, Mike Love introduced us to Laura Clark of Cuyahoga County to discuss loan options through the county. Laura's simple and direct approach explained the available county loan programs. Gent Machine could buy the building next door, connect the two facilities, stay in South Euclid, and get a low interest rate loan that's partially forgivable in order to do the needed improvements. At that point, Adam and I were sold. I must say, however, some business colleagues thought we were nuts. We were dealing with 3 separate government entities at once. Gent Machine was negotiating a deal with the city, renting the building to the school board, and signing almost a 100-page loan document with the county. But all in all, it really couldn't have gone smoother. The entire deal was a good example of how great things can happen when government and business work together. Mr. Benders, I wish to thank you for this opportunity we have here today. We are standing in a newly renovated manufacturing facility paid for by a loan from the county on the promise that we create jobs. It's a win-win for all parties involved, especially since we are well ahead on job creation, as we have added many new jobs in the last year because of this new facility. I would also like to thank Laura Clark of Cuyahoga County, although I do not see her here. For a businessman, the application process seemed daunting, but Laura kept it simple and to the point. She explained what needed explaining and told me to get over it when necessary. She understands her product and helped us navigate through the process in a timely manner. These qualities are what business people, and anyone for that matter, see as what is good about our county government. To South Euclid Mayor Georgine Wheelo, you made a bold decision by agreeing to sell this facility to Gent Machine. Ultimately, it was the right decision. I'm a little partial, as Gent Machine has grown and continues to improve and maintain the facility. Thank you for being confident in making what was probably a politically difficult decision. Mike Love, when I first met you, I thought you were still in college. But I quickly gained confidence in you as you clearly knew your stuff. You spent time researching the area, looking for options for us in South Euclid. You sat through difficult meeting with a school board staff member and stuck up for what you knew was a good decision by the mayor. You proved that you could hold your own and you learned from those around you. I spent probably the most time with you plotting our course and you listened to my rants. Thanks for your patience and your expertise. This entire project was managed by Earl Windbrandt of B&E Construction of Cleveland. He worked hand in hand with my architect, Kathy Middleton, to read my mind, make common sense decisions, and do quality work that will last for decades. Earl and Kathy, thank you for being reliable and trustworthy to shoulder the responsibility and get this project complete. Tom Scharf of Walthall CPA and Independence, you have personally been the CPA of Gent Machine since 1976 and advised not only me and Adam, but my father through many important financial ventures such as this most recent expansion. Your knowledge and expertise is always to the point and well received. To all the employees of Gent Machine, especially the senior staff who have watched Adam and I grow from employees to bosses, growth can be challenging for a company, especially as fast as we have in the last 2 years. But your skill, knowledge, and reliability have helped this company succeed. Thank you to all of you. And finally, a thanks to our father, Richard, who spent hours in meetings with me and Adam about how we expand and where. Your wisdom has always guided us in the right direction. Much of our success over the last few years comes from what we have learned from you. Take responsibility. Do what you say you're going to do. treat others with respect. Be this way at home, at work, with your customers, and most importantly, with your employees. The company doesn't succeed because of me and Adam alone. It succeeds because all of us showing up to work, doing what we say we're going to do, each doing our part in sales, accounting, machining, assembly, sorting, shipping, and cleaning. Success comes by taking pride in your work each and every day. After all these years, Dad, I still continue to learn from you. So, Gent Machine today. We now have 2 buildings totaling 25,000 square feet. We operate 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, 5 days per week. In October 2012, before we started this expansion, we had 28 people. Today, 15 months later, we have 46 employees. In 2013, our company grew 60%. Managing our growth to remain successful has been the biggest challenge that Adam and I have faced in our careers, but it is a challenge that Adam and I look forward to each and every day. I thank you all for coming, and immediately following this ribbon cutting ceremony, I invite you all to have lunch behind us. The food is from Nevea Cuisine, located next door in the Glengate Plaza. I ask that when we're done, if the employees can help remove the chairs and place them around the table, Jeff and Anthony can kind of direct that, and then all of our guests, if they can start to go eat in the back over there. And for those of you, the guests who would like to have plant tours, we can do that either during or after lunch. So I thank you, and now I would like to welcome South Euclid Mayor Georgine Wheeler to say a few words.
Before I start, I'd just like to point out a few other elected officials and directors in the room. Our Council President, Dr. David Miller, Councilman Mo Romeo, Councilman Dennis Fiorelli, Superintendent Mrs. Linda Reed, our Heights Hillcrest Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, Angie Holman, our Fire Chief, Chief Doug Stepko, our Fire Inspector, Scott Sebastian, James Anderson, Jimmy Anderson, our Service Director, and someone who needs no introduction to you as her mother worked here for many years, Patty Schnell DeRose. Oh, and I forgot Keith Benjamin, our Community Services Director, and of course Mike Love, who you've met. Welcome to South Euclid's Manufacturing District. Within less than 1 square mile radius are many companies critical to the future of South Euclid and the region. I would like to briefly mention 3 companies, including Gent Machine, of course, and which have grown tremendously over the past 5 years. Our aerospace manufacturer, Aerocontrolex, a division of the Cleveland-based TransDigm, has added over 100 jobs since 2009. This includes moving a company to South Euclid from California, and the South Euclid facility is now the divisional headquarters for Aerocontrolex. Then there is the Rochling Plastics Composites, just up the road from Gent. Since the facility was purchased by the Rochling Company, it has become the headquarters for the Composites Divisional. Additional expansion is likely in the next 5 years. Why? Because of the real reason. Because we're here to celebrate the growth of what the Gent family has meant to South Euclid, the growth of Gent Machinery. Gent Machine is one of South Euclid's oldest businesses, and definitely our oldest manufacturing district. So Mr. Gent, Adam, and Richard, when I mention what's grown around Gent Machinery, it's because of your leadership. And they chose South Euclid because of your father and your grandfather. When Gent Machine was first approached the city about expansion in 2011, we knew we needed to find an innovative solution quickly or risk losing Gent to an outer ring suburb and a different county. After an exhaustive search up and down Monticello Green corridor, it became clear the only option was this building we are standing in today. At the same time, it was owned by the city and leased by the South Euclid Lyndhurst schools as a bus garage. With the cooperation and support and the patience of the city, the school district, and Gent Machine, we were able to sell the building to Gent Machine. Without the leadership of our new superintendent at the time, Mrs. Reed, I don't personally think that we would have been able to complete this deal. And Linda, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. By staying in South Euclid, Gent Machine was also able to receive the county loan. The company would not have been eligible for the loan had it moved anywhere else within Cuyahoga County or outside of the county altogether. So it really shows that this new county program that County Executive Ed Fitzgerald and under the direction of Mr. Benders is working. We all came together, and this loan ensured that Gent Machine will remain a part of our South Euclid community for many years to come. Most importantly, purchasing and renovating the building has allowed Gent Machine to embark on a period of growth. With all of the new business Gent has been receiving over the past few years, they will likely be looking to grow again sometime in the near future. The girl can always wish, Richard. They now have the room to do it, as this facility offers the land needed for that expansion. Rich and Adam, hopefully we will be hearing from you soon. Over the years of living in South Euclid and serving as your mayor, I have come to know Rich and Adam Gent very well, especially because of their wonderful parents. Because without what you said, a good mom and dad, where are we today? These two men are the type of business owners every community wishes they could have. Continuing on the Gent family tradition, Rich and Adam are deeply and care deeply about their employees and their community and do everything in their power to ensure that their business is successful. Rich and Adam are very optimistic about the future of Gent Machine, yet grow cautiously to ensure that they remain successful. Thank you, Rich and Adam, for all you do for our community and for your ongoing commitment to South Euclid. So at this time, could I call you two up here? I don't know, I think you're getting something Dad never got. On behalf of the City of South Euclid, I would like to present to Gent Machine by the City of South Euclid, Mayor Georgine Wheelo, March 4th, 2014, a key to the City of South Euclid. Having the Western Reserve Fund, this would not have happened. So without the Western Reserve Fund, this would have never happened. And I believe that this could be, the golden goose egg to help keep businesses growing in our communities and not leaving for outward counties.